Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Falakzeeb Khan, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge sharing community. We have one such industry titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Rajendra Tomar. Hello, welcome, Mr. Tomar. We are glad to have you here today with us on FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you, Bharat.
So let me give you a quick
Yeah,
brief about Mr. Rajendra Tomar. He has an
yeah.
illustrious career spanning over 3.5 decades. With a wealth of experience, he has made significant contributions to the Indian bank, showcasing leadership excellence and a commitment to fostering financial inclusion. Throughout his career, he has exhibited versatility by serving in diverse locations such as Chandigarh, Bhopal, Noida, Gujarat, and New Delhi, honing his skills in various facets of banking operations and management. His most recent role as Assistant General Manager at Indian Bank's corporate office in Chennai demonstrates his strategic prowess in steering corporate operations and driving initiatives for the financial inclusion department. In this position, he has spearheaded financial inclusion strategies, formulated policies for compliance with regulatory requirements, and forged crucial partnerships with government agencies and NGOs. His accomplishments include designing tailored financial products, expanding branch networks in underserved areas, and implementing technology solutions to enhance accessibility. So, Mr. Tomar, to begin with, could you provide a brief overview of your professional journey in the banking industry, highlighting key milestones and experiences?
So to begin with, I started my journey with Indian Bank in 80s as a clerk. So that was somewhat around end of 80s when I joined the bank. And say, I was very fond of learning from the very beginning. Whenever new things comes my way, I will definitely try to learn that very quickly. And that happened when I joined the bank also. So actually, those were the days in the banking when everything was manual. All the books were written manually only, and nobody knows what computers are. Nobody even heard of the computers at that time. So those were the days. So at that time, the real challenge, what I seen, I was handling my desk. That was a different day, but beyond my this functional area, what I have seen in the branch, there was some particular area where people are struggling, and that was basically the reconciliation of the books and balancing of books in that particular part of the time of banking. So I developed my interest, and I then offered myself, okay, along with my routine work, I will help here also. And actually, that was the time when banking was, this business hours was up to 10 to 2 only. And after 2, it is almost off. Customer service is off. People can go home. So
Right.
most of my colleagues used to go home, but I used to stay there. So I will just learn what are the things are there. And I mastered this balancing of books, reconciliations, and all other whatever the functional area of the branch were there. So I very quickly learned all these things, and then I continue to help the branch till the time I was there. Then I got my promotion in the first attempt in 1994, and I was posted to Porbandar. That is, whenever posting came, I have not seen where the Porbandar is. I was knowing Porbandar only by the being the birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi. So that was the only thing I know about Porbandar, nothing else. Then I saw the map of India where Porbandar is, and I found it at the very western seashore area. Some town is there, and how to reach there. Then there was no direct connectivity between Delhi and Porbandar at that time. So somehow I reached there, joined there, and there also actually lot of challenges I found, and then I offered. One of the major challenge at that time was some Iraq norms were introduced in the banking. That is, NP classification norms were introduced around 94, and it was in the nascent stage. Banks were struggling how to implement these norms and how to make the reporting to the regulatory authorities and all these things. And even my branch, Porbandar, was also struggling. Two, three times they sent the report, and the reports were coming back, pointing out errors in the report and all these things. So then finally, I offered myself, okay, let me try my hand. So, and it was fortunate enough that within next 3 days, I could complete it and send it back, and that was accepted as error free. So that had till the time I was there in Porbandar, that particular task remained with me for 4 years, along with other functional areas. And by that time, this NPA classification and all these things, I understood it very clearly, and helped the branch and the bank in implementation of the same, how the reporting should happen, and how the things can be adapted by the field, how it can be explained. And the reconciliation was my basic area, so that part also I offered my services. Then I came back to Delhi in service branch. Actually, service branch is handling payments and settlements for the bank and the clearing operations of the bank. So this is one different kind of opportunity was there for me. It was not a routine banking affairs. It is just simply handling the clearings and payments and settlements among the banks. So I joined that service branch, and then I found the one major area where the branch is struggling. It is basically receivables and payables. That was very huge amount was lying in receivables and payables of the branch, which were to be reconciled and to be settled with the banks, different banks. So I told, okay, I would just want to try this, my hands on. How can I help the branch? And somehow I convinced my manager, and he offered, okay, then okay, you take it. We'll see what you can do. Initial 3, 4 months, a lot of struggles were there. Even the manager told, no results are coming. What you are doing? Then I told, sir, just have some patience, give me some time, and definitely you will find results. It was around 6 to 7 months. I could bring the receivables to zero. All the receivables were handled clearly, settled with different banks. Wherever the money was to be received from, we received all the money. It was close to 23 lakhs at that time. That was around 2000, around year 2000.
Okay.
So we received all the money from where it was to be received. And for the entire Delhi area, all receivables were reconciled. Payables also, I offered to the bank to whom they belongs to, and we reduced our payables also. And at that time, actually, this some computers started coming in the bank. So some basic nascent things were there, and some of the functions were being handled through these computers only. Some reporting to RBI, that was through data, in the form of data only. At that time, some small floppy used to be there. So we will prepare our data and copy in the floppy, submit that floppy to RBI for reporting purpose. So I took that charge also because I was having a very keen interest in computers, to learn the computers, the technology. So I told her I want to do this. So they told, okay, we'll see how can you do it, how. So this was the two areas I was handling throughout my 5 years tenure at Service Branch, and I quickly learned there how to manage the database. At that time, basically, we were using Fox Pro as a tool to this data analysis and data extractions and creating various reports through Fox Pro. So some of the smaller, some programming also, some in Fox Pro, whatever we could have done, that also I learned there only. Because I was having a very keen interest and I got the opportunity. Some of books I read and I just learned database management very quickly. So that was the time this entire system administration was with me, whether it was networking, handling the network, or this data, or the applications, and then reconciliation and this payment settlements that were there with me. Then I moved to main branch in New Delhi, and the basic purpose was to bring a person who is well versed with the computers. At that time, in the branch, actually 4 5 applications were running. So at that time, 4 5 servers were applications were there, and two different servers were there. Local servers used to be there, not the present times. Present times, everything is on central servers, but during that time, it was on local servers only. That so these 4 5 applications managing FX operations of the branch, credit management of the branch, and your usual banking affairs of the branch that was handled by me along with the reconciliation, the telebanking, and the reporting, preparation, the reports, and all these things. Then it came implementation of the core banking solution in 2006, and that really was a challenge because nobody no it was a team of around 90 members, and in the team of the 90 members including me, nobody had used the mouse or the windows. So that was a real challenge ki how to adapt this change, window based operations using the mouse and the application. Earlier it was simply keyboard management. So people are using keyboard and doing the things, but now everything was to be done with the help of mouse. And then altogether a new interface, central servers, and all these things, and a big team of 90 staff members. I just, with the support of the implementing company, that was implemented basically by TCS in our bank. So, which I took some 4 5 days training program and then understood the things. And then, with the support of the TCS team, we could make the team to adapt the changes. I think it took our around 3 4 weeks. Everybody became comfortable with the application and the operations and all these things, and we were able to do it smoothly without any disruptions in the services for the customers or staff. So that was really a good thing we could achieve it in a shortest possible time and without much of the disturbance to the services or all these things. And that really gave a lot of satisfaction to me. Then we managed there lot of things in different applications were there. We were reporting, being a main branch. Lot of reporting was going to this. Lot of reporting was going to RBI on currency chest management and FX related reporting and your different operation data. So that effectively then we were tax collection data and all these things were going to different tax authorities. So that was handled very smoothly without any problem on the part of the branch and all these things. And that was the satisfaction point for me to handle such a big branch without no disturbance in any kind of services. Then I was moved to zonal office, EDP team, where I was put in this CBS support desk was created, and I was given the charge of the supporting the zone branches. That was around close to 100 branches to troubleshoot their problems and all these things related to CBS, and then putting various reports to the management and zonal management regarding business development. What is the business position of the zone is, what are the development areas where we are making growth, where we are not lagging behind. All these data on daily basis that was to be extracted from the different reports and to be put in a presentable form. So that was another area. In 2012, no, in 2010, I got my first opportunity as a branch manager and moved to core banking area from this different kind of things. In 2010, I got an opportunity to move to core banking business, and I was given a branch as a branch manager in Vadodara. The problem there was कि this branch was basically very complex. Complex in the sense means some fraud has happened in the branch 2 years before. Big fraud has happened, and the investigation was handed over to CBI. So CBI investigation was happened, and even bank also conducted its own investigation. Some of the officers were punished, some of the officers were terminated also from the services, and some officers were given some other kind of punishment. In that kind of branch, the real challenge is the staff is totally demotivated. They don't want to do anything which is beyond, even if they will see what the rule says, and what is the uh, terminology. I will not do this, beyond this I will not do this. That kind of demotivation was there with the team. And with this kind of situation, it is very difficult to run the branch, to get the new business, to get the customer satisfaction, to all these things. That was a real challenge for me. Somehow, I started managing it, and then I gelled with the staff. I started taking lunch with them. We started celebrating little occasions, some birthday, some marriage anniversary. We started celebrating, and then I told them, "See, don't worry, I am there for you. Whatever you are doing, okay. If you have not done anything wrong, rest assured, I will protect you. I will take the responsibility if anything goes wrong. Only thing is that you have to ensure that you are not doing anything wrong. That's all. And customer service, it has to be the top priority. And then finally, actually, we everybody came out of that, and we moved as a team, mingled together, and we were able to turn around the branch, give it started business started moving in the right direction, and I was rewarded also by the bank. Another promotion came, and then from there I was moved to Morbi in Gujarat. This was another challenge. When I went gone to Morbi, it was another challenge for me.
Right.
See, this was the branch which was opened in 1979, and I was given the branch in 2012. So during this long tenure of almost 50 years, 40, close to 43 years, the business was around 78 crore only.
Okay.
And when I inquired with other banks, almost every bank were having business in hundreds of crores.
Okay.
Even some banks were having in thousands of crores. That was the potential available in the area. So I thought, what is wrong here? Why our bank is not growing? Then I took it with my journal team in Ahmedabad. I started persuading them. Lot of potential is there. We can do a lot of business. And it took some time, but finally they told, okay, we are with you. You start it. And that was the day when we started. In next 2 years, we could add 100 crore to the business, and we took it to close to 200 crore. And it's given tremendous satisfaction today that branch is now having a business of around 1,000 crores. So that is somehow I put a momentum in that branch, and then one good team happened to there, and we worked together and turn around the branch for the bank as a whole. So then a lot of other milestones are there, but thing is that I got my another promotion in 2020, and I was given the responsibility of Deputy General Manager in Chandigarh, General Office Chandigarh. The Chandigarh is covering entire state of Himachal Pradesh, parts of Punjab, parts of Haryana, and Union Territory of Chandigarh. So at that time, the two different challenges were there, two big challenges were there. One was the onset of the COVID. In March 2020, COVID started. And another was amalgamation of two banks. Allahabad Bank was merged with Indian Bank. So we have to take care of the amalgamation part, merging the teams, merging the different operations, and then COVID was another challenge, how to run the banking during that time. So definitely it was a big one, but we as a team could do it very smoothly. The team was we mingled up together. We just studied how we can drive the maximum synergies out of the amalgamation, how we can drive the maximum benefit for the staff also. Then we analyze different aspects, key somewhere some business overlapping, how it can be avoided, and how. So all these things were taken care in next 2 years, and it gave a lot of satisfaction for me. Ki we achieved it without any disruptions for the Chandigarh zone, and a lot of growth also came during that tenure. And then I was moved to corporate office, Chennai, and different role, different area, financial inclusion. That was the area. See, financial inclusion, before that, I was not aware of much of it. But what I understood, financial inclusion basically, it is launched in 2014. And it is basically to one type of base providing basic banking services to unbanked areas, whatever the unbanked areas are there, and how to cover those areas, how to provide the services, how to make a reach to them, basic banking services. Uh, so what actually our bank has done it now. Actually, most of the banks are doing that now. See, we have started basic this banking correspondent services. We have appointed some around close to 10,000 banking correspondents, which are providing services in uh, their area of operations, and mostly they are providing the doorstep banking. One kind of they are movable basically. They can go to the customer doorstep, and they can provide their services there, including the account opening, enrollment in the government schemes, getting the credit, withdrawal or deposit of the money. These are the basic services it is being provided by. Now, here actually one major challenge what we faced now after amalgamation, basically technical mergers that happened in 2021. And during that technical merger, lot of services got disturbed for BC channel, not for bank, BC channel. So some of the government schemes we have to provide, and our bank was the pioneer in implementing Atal Pension Yojana. But due to this, some issues in technical amalgamation, the pace got slowed down. Enrollment pace got slowed down, and because we were the pioneer, every time we were the number one in the industry. So it was the month of December, and we were lagging behind. We were in the fourth or fifth position. Then we took it as a challenge. We have to achieve the number one position. And then we chalked out a plan, and we have given the distributed the target depending upon the potential available, depending upon number of outlets, how many number of outlets we having, how many branches or BCs, and then we conducted means continuous camps and visits and to the field and various WebEx meetings, various review meetings next 2 months, January and February, and by February end we were again back on the top. So we topped it, and this is something in a short I will say. कि, I have just summarized my major milestones, whatever I have done in the bank and achieved it. So very much more is there, but okay, I would like to summarize it here itself. So thank you, Palak.
That's really very interesting, a wonderful career journey so far, I must say. So, what is the true essence of leadership according to you? And can you share an instance where your leadership has significantly impacted the performance and morale of your team?
Yes, actually, see, leadership is something for me, it is altogether a different thing. For my view, I don't go normally by any kind of definition or all these things. What I understood by leadership is कि, मतलब, this is my ability to take the team along with me. How I can take the team along, and how can I motivate them to contribute for the their best potential available to get the best possible results. For me, that is the leadership. Okay. And see, as I have told in my journey, there are various occasions where I have just this, as I told regarding this Baroda journey, where the team were totally demotivated due to this whatever happened in the branch in previous 2 years. So that really was very satisfying. Then we could later on uh, come out of this. Every staff were able to come out of that, and then we gelled together. And till date, we are in touch with each other. It was in 2012, 10 to 12, and still we full team is in touch with each other. So that was the kind of bonding we made there. So then in Morbi also, it was something branch was not growing. Whatever the staff was there, just they were doing their routine job, finish the job and go to home. That's all. Nothing beyond that. That I was able to tell them that we need to do something more, and because every other bank is growing, why not we? If other banks are growing because opportunities are there, potential is there. So we also need to tap it for our bank, and everybody contributed. It was totally team effort, so that the branch now it is at around close to 1,000 crore. So that is another satisfying milestone, if I say in my leadership. Everywhere we have contributed, even during COVID also. We have created our say mechanism that whosoever is anywhere facing any problem or any help is required by anyone somewhere. So we created different groups to support people, to know the people. If someone is identified positive or something like that, whether he is getting all the kind of support need required or not, medication is there, someone is there to take care or not. That kind of things we ensure no member of the team, not only our zonal team, entire whatever the area of operation was there, we have taken care that nobody is suffering due to want of any kind of help or this assistance. So that was really satisfying. Ki no unfortunate incident happened during COVID in our area of operation. So maybe by grace of God or whatever we say, but nothing unfortunate happened during that time. So there is something I can say. My leadership had played a role, and we are able to do the things in right way.
That's really very great, I must say. So we want to know, like, how do you tailor financial literacy programs to suit the needs of diverse communities, particularly in rural areas?
Basically, ma'am, actually, this basic problem is to reach the people in rural areas because the people are not able to, they are not aware of the banking basically, especially in far-flung areas. So now the real challenge was to get connected with the people, and it's not possible to open a branch everywhere
Right.
because opening a branch means we need to deploy a lot of resources, and then we have to see the viability also, whether deploying those resources is viable or not. So other alternative was there ki okay, we can deploy the banking correspondence or bank mitre you can say. So these are the services, this basic banking services we have started providing through banking correspondence channel. And these people are basically operating in a hybrid model. Hybrid model in the sense means okay, for a particular time frame, they will be sitting at a particular location. That may be their house, that may be common, some panchayat bhavan or something like that. So some around 4 hours they will be sitting there. So anybody can come there and avail the services. Rest of the time they will move in the field and they can go to any of the customers whosoever want to avail the services at their home or wherever he wants. Okay, and he can. So that way we were able to reach maximum number of people. And even then we uh, conducted financial literacy camps also in the area of operations. So these financial literacy camps, and we have taken the help of some NGOs also, or of some organizations also, in conducting this financial literacy campaign and all these things, so that people can be made aware of what are the services available to you, how why you should get connected with the bank, why you should open the account, and what are the benefits you will be getting by opening the account and by enrolling in various government benefit schemes and all these things. So that way we were able to convince people to come to the banks and enroll themselves as a customer and then take benefits of other, especially this our social security schemes are there. This Jan Suraksha schemes is there, then pension schemes is there, then some credit facilities are also being run by government, just like street vendor, this loan facility and all these things are there. Then even we are providing this Jan Dhan accounts, banks are opening. So this OD facility is being provided to satisfactorily run accounts after 6 months. If the accounts are running satisfactorily, so up to 10,000 rupees OD facility is also being provided. These are the things we are telling people ki, okay, if you are getting connected with the banks and running your account satisfactorily, these are the benefits coming to you and you can avail it by sitting at your home. You need not visit the branch. So
Yes.
that is the way we reach the masses in the far-flung areas, remote areas also, and we are able to enroll them. So the good number of accounts are coming, ma'am, in the banking industry as a whole.
That's indeed very commendable, we must say. So we want to know, like, how and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Ma'am, actually, last year only I just heard something about this. Okay. And especially this G20 meetings were going there, and a lot of talks were there about sustainability and all these things. And then in one of our annual report also, I read about this. So then I thought, okay, because I'm getting retired, so I was exploring what to do next, how to contribute and all these things. So I thought, okay, this is the thing. Now new thing is there. For me also it's a new thing. I have not heard very lately only I have heard about this.
Okay.
Mm.
So yes. So, but our next question is also on the similar lines. Like as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Basically right now I'm working on the subject.
Yes.
Okay. And to see if you talk about bringing the value to the table means what actually I can say ki there are a lot of values I can bring for this stakeholders or the companies. See, one is this something you can say about I have good knowledge, good experiences with me. Okay, so that is definitely going to help everyone. But the experience I have gained during my career, so that is one thing. Then this experience may help in see handling risk areas, risk mitigations, and business development. Or what you can say about this reducing expenditures and all the some cost reduction on all these things, or how to compliance also. One such area where I have a good understanding. So this is the things I think I think I'll be able to contribute.
That's really very
And
great.
see,
And
corporate governance is nothing something what you can say it is more on the ethical
yeah,
part. Okay, so that is something I think uh, I can put forward. So this is though I'm in just very initial stage of learning the subject, but these are the things I think I can bring on the table.
definitely. And we wish you all the best for the same. So,
Yeah.
so when we talk about technology, like what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology, and what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, and Web 3.0?
Ma'am, this is something if you talk about my generation, we have seen a lot of changes, lot of changes. See, I told you we started from the manual days, and then some basic computers came that we have seen. Then standalone computers came, then network computers came, that also we have seen. But now what we are seeing, this is something phenomenal, something beyond understanding. AI, big data, and what we talk about blockchain. See, this is something revolution of technology, you can say. Uh, though I do not understand the subject in the proper sense, but one thing I know ki yes, AI nowadays it is becoming part of the mm, see you can say even the uh, routine life also. And as far as companies are concerned or businesses are concerned, definitely whosoever is going to adapt the changes, he definitely is going to be benefit greatly. Otherwise, if you are not adapting to it now, you will be left behind. So this is something very, very critical for any organization to adapt to the changes. And see, it is definitely positive way only. See, so everything is there some negative things also, but
Yes,
negatives we will not be talking about. This is something we're going to change the way we are living and we are dealing with the things.
right. And we can just hope that technology grows in for better and people make good advantage of it rather than any disadvantage, as you mentioned. Not to
Yeah,
mention
definitely,
the
ma'am.
negative points. Yes, we just hope that it grows in for better. So, as you know, we are building a community of industry magnets. The move is meant for cross pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So, what are your thoughts about this initiative taken about by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Hemal Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
Uh, so I would say, ma'am, see this Jisan Pathan. I have seen where most of the modules he has addressed, and she's so articulate in speaking and all these things, and good understanding. Whatever the initiative this WDC and Directors Institute has made, it definitely it's a very nice one, and it's definitely going to help a lot of people like me. I see it is something bringing together two different things: have knowledge and where knowledge is to be implemented. So bringing the two things different together and make them meet. This is something what this WDC is doing, and this is some I will say, ma'am. I'm feeling blessed to be part of this now, as I connected, and this is something I hope is going to help me develop further as a human being. So, thank you for that, ma'am.
Thank you so much for these really kind words, we must say. So it was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Rajendra Tomar. We wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably has expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. And all the wonderful different teachings and principles that you've shared with us, your wonderful career journey so far, I'm sure like everyone watching this, it is going to help them and grow in their careers as well. So thank you so much for being with us today on FaceTime with Leaders, and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
thank